Get strong.
Upstate New York, Watkins, Glen. That is where we are tonight. It is round number 6 of this iRacing Truck Series as we get ready for a road course race, the only one on the schedule. 30 laps coming up here this evening up here in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. I am the captain, Chris Scala. We welcome you into tonight's round number 6 of TI Truck Series Racing. 30 laps, 0 resets, unlimited tires, and a partridge in a pear tree to get the week of racing started here at the Glen. Of course, this 2.42 mile speedway featuring 7 right-handers and 4 left-handers. Unfortunately, they only count like 7 of the corners. So we have 7 corners and a bus stop, basically, when it is all said and done. 84 balming degrees outside. This is part of the 2 weeks of summer they get up here in this area. And 113 degrees down on the track under partly cloudy skies here in, again, the Finger Lakes region of New York. So going to be an interesting race here coming up in just a few minutes. We'll have qualifying starting here in about a minute or so. Of course, they did extend practice about 15 minutes since this is a road course event, and that will allow these guys a couple extra minutes of practice, and we will go on from there. Let's take a look at the driver standings. Again, all the information you get here is according to Discord. I'm going to be showing you, so just FYI there when you see me just clicking on buttons and changing things up here. First, I'm going to get the race info off the page. And you see Barney the flag man up there waving a checkered flag. And here's the point standings entering tonight's race. Of course, Tim Abrell leads by 5 over Ryan Whitaker. Jeff Langston coming off his win at Martinsville. He is third right now in points. McKinnon and Thompson, your top 5 entering tonight's round in the championship. Of course, this is the 6th race of 8 in the series championship. There's your list of winners as of right now. It's actually the team wins. Let me scroll up here. There we go. League wins. Nick Leo, of course, still leads the series with 3 wins. Justin Miller with 2. Colby Wells with all 2 of his this season. Tim Abrell with his 1. And Ryan Whitaker and Jeff Langston. So basically all but 1 race this season has been won by a new driver getting their first career win in the championship. So, yeah, will we see another one this evening? There is a chance. We got a really good field tonight of trucks that are going out onto the track, and looks like Dan Marrero is going to be the first one out there to run some laps around this 2.45 mile road course as he goes through the carousel portion of the track right now, and he'll head down what is the short chute, which, as you know, at Watkins Glen, where you go to the boot, that's where those cones are. On the right there, you go down into the boot, and you come out right there at turn 9. Instead, tonight they go straight right here through the short chute into turn 6. Which is his left-hander, and in turn 7, the right-handed corner up here that leads you back onto the pit straightaway on this track. Again, a predominantly right-handed corner track. Plenty of passing zones. It is a, some say, the super speedway of road courses. It is definitely a fun track to check out and watch here this evening. So, do appreciate all the viewers for joining us here, and we look forward to a great event coming up here at the Glen. You see Dan Marrero right there through turn number 1. Up the S's here, an uphill portion. Almost wide open through here with the 30% fuel. That might change a little bit, but you're up to high gear right about now as you come through the S's down the long straightaway to the bus stop. This bus stop was put in 1992 after a accident involving J.D. McDuffie in 1991 here that actually took his life right over here in the carousel section. So they put in that bus stop there to slow the cars down. Otherwise, they were just going straight down that straightaway, and obviously brought some very heavy speeds into that section right there of the track. And Marrero down to, I believe, second gear there, it sounded like. Marrero, pretty solid lap right here. Fastest in practice was a 1:16. That was done by Gavin Sanders. Marrero got across the line first in a 1:16.83, so good lap. Now others are out on track. They'll have 10 minutes to get a lap posted. Here's the 45, Colby Wells, the only two-time winner so far on the season. He's out here on track right now. Brandon Turner, Eric Tupper, Aaron Beaver making his debut, I believe, tonight. Brent Rolls, Jeffrey Spells. Gary Godso out here, Whitaker, McCoon, Nick Leo, so plenty of trucks out here. And for some reason, a 45, I don't know if he's coming to a warm-up lap. I don't think he is. Oh, yeah, he is, actually. Let's go to somebody who's actually on a lap right now. How about Ryan Whitaker? Whitaker in the Dale's Pools and Spa truck tonight. So this is one of two races you're going to see this evening here on Captain TV. Last week we debuted the Short Track Super League Big Blocks at Volusia County Speedway last week. Tonight they're at Lanier. We're going to be broadcasting that race as soon as we're done with this one. So make sure you stick around. You want to enjoy some dirt racing and the big block motors. After this, we got two fantastic races on tap for you this evening. And Ryan Whitaker crossing the line, a 1:17.6, so he'll be P2 right now as Brett Rolls crossing the line. A lot of guys going to start finishing up their laps here as Nick Leo goes to the top at a 16.17. Who else out there? There's Jason McCoon coming off the final corner. Let's see what he can run. McCoon was slower in Sector 2, slower in Sector 3. He'll be P2 at a 1:16.5. Who else is about to cross the line here? We'll keep track. Oh, here comes Gary. Gary Godso. The Grublets on ice, number 50. He will cross the line here. Hits fourth gear, or maybe third gear, and Gary with a 1:18.9. Who else is going to cross the line here shortly? How about Jeffrey Spells? Let's watch him. Yes, you'll notice a lot of Grublets on ice cars, trucks out here tonight. Nothing wrong with that. 1:19.65 for Jeffrey. Eric Tupper must have an off track. He's completed a lap but didn't count his time. Let's go to Brandon Alphin. He was up there in practice. Let's see what kind of lap the 121 can run. Alphin 1:16.7. That'll put him third. We've got plenty of trucks out here. Let's go to Tim Abrell, who was also pretty quick in practice. And tonight we will have the track cams for Gourmets working with us, but they'll only be in the trucks tonight. Unfortunately, there's not a full track available for track cams for Gourmets without the boot being involved. So I had to go back to the old school cameras, which is totally cool tonight. Appreciate still what they do for us with anything that they offer us with cameras and stuff like that. Tonight is Tim Abrell goes P7. Here's Matthew Telder, the number 2 truck. Runs in the IndyCar Series. On Tuesday nights, he will cross the line and go P10. Lap for him, 1:18.47. Landon Durhold in the AJ Allmendinger old school throwback here. And they pushed it a little wide there off that corner. Jeff Langston with an amazing flyer of a 1:33.21. Durhold P3, nice lap for him, a 6-0. Jimmy Johnson. We might need a medic in one. All right, Dalton Wilson going to cross the line. Dalton goes P15. Jacob Locklear, P10. Kyle Dumeg, P17. We're trying to get everybody here on a lap. Oh, boy. A paint scheme that... oh, the jokes I can run with this one. Cole Morton and the Country Crock Chevrolet. I'm not laughing at the paint scheme. I'm laughing at the fact that I've got about 15 jokes that have already entered my head I could use on this paint scheme alone tonight. And Cole Morton going to come off of the final corner, and apparently he didn't like that lap. He's probably thinking, what a crock. Anyways. Kyle going to try to improve his second lap here. 1:23.8, so nowhere near his fastest time. I think we're pretty much going to wrap up qualifying here. We only got 20 seconds left, so Nick Leo looks like will win the pole tonight as Bill Lawson pulls a David Rudiman over in turn 1. Congratulations to Nick. Let's, I think we might be able to get a word with Mr. Leo here. Never mind, I don't even know if Nick's in Discord, so not going to be able to talk to him, it looks like. So they will do a full lap around this track. Here we go. I got somebody we can talk to. As we'll bring Mr. McCoon up here to the broadcast booth, and he joins us. Jeffrey, got a copy, bud? Or Jason, you got a copy, bud?
Hello?
Jason, you got a copy? Hey, it's Chris up here at the booth. How are you, bud?
Good, how about you?
Good. Well, the pole sitter couldn't find him in Discord, so I figured I'd talk to you tonight. Good lap for you as you start second on the outside. Do you feel like you got something that could compete for the win?
Yeah, I've been practicing a lot here with the AI. Luckily, I get to choose what the ratings are, so I made a Dale Senior, and I made him 100%, and I tried to beat him, but it's Dale Senior, so you can't. But I'm going to try my best to beat Nick here today.
Is the weekend going to be playing in the background the whole entire race for you?
Hopefully not. That's just my dad's computer in the background.
I was to say, I mean, hey, whatever inspires you to go win a race, right?
No, that's my dad's work desk, and he has that on. But I was just eating some Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, well, there you go. That's some good eating right there. Now, hopefully, you won't have a sour race and you can work your way to the front. But 30 laps, keep it on the pavement, and you should do pretty well.
Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you.
Absolutely, Jason. Appreciate your time there, bud. And we'll take a look here at the starting lineup. First, we'll get Jason back to his team. There we go. I called him Jeffrey already once. I did that like every time last week for some reason. Any of the trucks pull off. Starting lineup for the Watkins Glen race here. Nick Leo starting next to Jason McCoon. Nick Leo here in his home track, basically in the state of New York. Landon Durhold, Brandon Alphin on row number 2. Dan Marrera, good lap for him in that 5th position alongside Ryan Whitaker. Eric Tupper and Tim Burrell there in the 7th and 8th spots. Matthew Telder and Jacob Locklear in the top 10. Colby Wells, Aaron Beaver, row number 6. Row 7, Gary Godso, Jeffrey Spells. Row number 8, Brett Rolls and Dalton Wilson. Row number 9, going to go to Kyle DeMig. And last week's winner at Martinsville, Jeff Langston. Chris Lewis back from his vacay at Cocoa Beach, Florida. A little warmer down there than it is here. He'll start next to Bill Lawson. Patrick Thompson, I don't think he's racing because he's over here chatting at least. Is he on the track? Yeah, Patrick is on track. Never mind. Thought he was here for moral support. Anyways, he'll start next to Cole Morton. Jeremy McKinnon and Anthony Kay will start in row number 12. Row 13, Brandon Turner. Gavin Sanders did not qualify. Fastest in practice and did not qualify, and he's not even on the track. So I wonder if he's admitting or something tonight. We do got some trucks, I will say, that's on pit road right now. Gary Godso, Jeremy McKinnon, Jeffrey Spells, Kyle Dumig, all going to start on pit road, it looks like here. There's Gary. There's the 4 trucks right there. They will all start on pit road to start this race. So an interesting strategy.
Hey, Chris, just so you know, I am not going to be driving it hard down into 1. You or Patrick, either one. So expect me to lift kind of early. It'd be kind of easy through there.
I'm not sure whose audio that came from, but you obviously heard. Somebody's not going to be sending it in turn 1. Through turn 6 and turn 7 here to get the green flag. Again, 30 laps. 30% fuel. The normal fuel mileage here is roughly 30 to 35 laps. So 30% of 30. Simple math there, you would think. But it's actually not. 30% would be somewhere around lap 10, I think, or 11 maybe, 12, something like that. But anyways, green flag is out. Watkins Glen road racing down to turn 1. Oh, some contact. One truck down into the wall already. I think that was Colby Wells, who gets into the 115 of Eric Tupper. See who else is going. Chris Lewis is going to the grass. The one tries to evade. Not sure what transpired there, but Nick Leo already out to about a 3/10 of a second lead as they go down into the bus stop for the first time. We'll get a replay here in a second of that. Landon Durhold 3rd. Brandon Alphin and Ryan Whitaker, your top 5 right now. Up to second gear, up to third gears. They work down the short chute. Now, all those trucks did continue on, it looks like, after the accident. But Nick Leo will come off turn 7. He'll lead lap 1. Jason McCoon right there with him. Landon Durhold, Brandon Alphin there. Your top 5. Let's go back to the accident here at the start of this race and see what transpired. Colby Wells jumps out right at the green flag. We're going to slow it down here. Brett Rolls coming in pretty deep on that 45. Gets him. Turns the 45 into the 115. 115 is going to go up, and thankfully there's a gap there, or else more trucks get involved in this. He clobbers the outside wall, the Armco barrier here. One truck goes for a spin, and 97 gets a piece of this. More trucks locking it up and making evasive action from that accident. stop here for a quick second. Go on board with. Where is he? I can't remember. Anyways, let's go on to Colby Wells here and see what happens. He gets the jump, as you see. Goes down the straightaway past Telder. Gets on the brake kind of early and then gets turned. There's Ryan Whitaker. Might add some issues. The 37 goes spinning back there. Brendan Turner, turn one. But Whitaker's apparently had some issues. He's been off track and has fallen down to the 12th position up here in the front. Still pretty tight. Colby Wells battling his teammate here as Dan Marrera tries to hold him off. Colby started get back in the 11th position, already up to 7th here as we are 2 laps in already. Down to turn 6 and turn 7. You see Tim Abrell up there on his own in the 5th position now after the incident by the 3 of Ryan Whitaker. Everybody taking a turn 1 wide there. You can actually go wide there. That is one of the areas where you actually do not get an off track until you clip the grass. So you just got to be careful how far you go off the track there, but you can use a little bit of the extra track there in that area. Dalton Wilson spun around over turn 1. The 5 who had a little bit of a rough race last week. Oh, there goes Jeffrey Spells. Is what I thought that was. So people are having issues with turn 1. I'm sure if they're just rolling the throttle too much or what they're doing. All kinds of issues for these drivers right now. He's right with Marrera. He's trying to, or that's Colby Wells, I'm sorry, right behind, or in front of Marrera. In front is Marrera. I can't talk. And Landon Durhold on pit road. Oh, he spun on the pit road. Spins from the 3rd position. You go ahead and take tires, I guess, here, or get fuel, top it off. I mean, what do you do here now? Looks like Brandon Alphin has had some issues, too. I mean, there's people spinning everywhere out here. Is there rain on the track? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously. Well, let's see what happens to Brandon Alphin. Here you see Landon spinning on the pit road. He goes into turn 1 in the back end, tries to swap. Oh, it does swap ends the other way. See what happens with Landon. Landon goes through turn number 7. He actually was trying to come to pit road and locked it up. I was going to say, that's pretty impressive to get on the pit road. Anyway, we digress, and the battle for the lead continues here. Jason McCoon is not letting Leo go. Five laps already in. Ooh, Jason might try to cross him over here. Is he going to try to run the high side here? Both of them get a little wobble to it. Up the S's to the to the bus stop they go. Want to hop this curve right here. Helps you set the coil. Oh, easy, Jason. Through the carousel, you got to be very patient on the throttle here. Trucks are very out of shape. Track very warm, very slick. And you see the lead about 0.7 of a second right now from Nick Leo to Jason McCoon. Three-truck battle going on up here. We got Cole Morton in the 13th position, up 9 spots. Anthony Kay and Aaron Beaver all battling out here for the 9th position. Couple trucks on pit road already. Brandon Alphin, Ryan Whitaker. Couple of the Dales Pool trucks on pit road. I'm assuming these are scheduled pit stops. Cole Morton to pit road also. Whitaker taking tires. They're both taking tires. They have unlimited sets tonight, so they don't have to worry about any kind of a tire change now. Would you think maybe going fuel only in a couple of these stops to try to grab some track position? I mean, you're only going to spend about a second or two on pit road as Whitaker gets by Alphin. As you see, McCoon is reeled back in Nick Leo, so Jason has shown he might be the fastest truck out here, but as you know, catching him's one thing, passing's another. Gary Gotzo on pit road, Jeffrey Spells, Jeff Langston. Also Tim Morrell, Colby Wells, all these guys, leaders, all coming in here at lap number 7. And again, 30% fuel, so not much fuel in these trucks. If I do the math again in my head, 30 would be 15, 7.5 would be 25. So yeah, they can go probably about this far on gas. It would make sense. And again, pit road backwards here, so they pit the left sides actually first here and then go to the rights as Brett leaves pit road. Also does Locklear, and Colby Wells also out. And here come the 37 of Brendan Turner as he comes through turn 1. Up through the S's up here to the bus stop. And here come the leaders to pit road. Got to be very careful not to run each other over. Just trying to keep track of everything going on here. It's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of things going on. As Dan Marrera comes to pit road from 3rd, right there behind these guys. See Eric Tupper coming in from 4th. If you're a leader, do you try fuel only? See if you can get a big jump out on these guys. Everybody 4 tires in fuel, it looks like. And they leave just like they started. The leader actually going to be that guy right there, Patrick Thompson, a 28 truck. He's going to lead for about a second or two because here comes Nick Leo. Back section of the track, very, very loose. Very slick. Leo makes the move. Thompson has to get into the corner there. It's going to hold off McCoon here for a second, but he should be able to get him here in the carousel. And here's a fight for position. All these guys right here under a blanket. Dan Marrera, Brandon Alphin, Jacob Locklear, Eric Tupper, Ryan Whitaker. All this battle for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So 2 weeks left after tonight. We go to Richmond Raceway next week, and then Homestead Miami Speedway to finish the season in 2 weeks. And just like that, we'll wrap up the first season of TI Racing Truck Series on Captain TV and get ready for season 3 as Patrick Thompson is on pit road now. There's Eric Tupper in that 115 truck. As you know, he got turned a little bit ago on lap 1, but he still holds the 9th position right here as he's survived and worked his way up. Coming up on the back of Locklear. He's got a pretty good run so far if he can keep it under him. Meanwhile, that's Alfin up there blanking. Thanks, Jason. Oh, one truck off the pace here to the left. Who's that? The 32, Bill Lawson. Turn 6 into turn 7. Now, of course, when they started racing here back in the 1940s and 50s at Watkins, Glen, they actually raced in downtown Watkins, Glen. Around a street circuit, you could actually walk through town and they have signs up posted where the original track was and stuff like that. They built this track, and actually today's design is not the hold on, Locklear about wrecked it there, is not the original track. Believe it or not, from what I've read in articles, if you look to the right, right there, that is the original start-finish line, right there at the top of the S's. And basically, they would come to turn 1 and they would go straight right there towards the S's, instead of like they do now. And then this track was later redesigned and stuff, and the bus stop put in the early 90s. See how patient you got to be coming back to the throttle through there. Woo-hoo. This track is very, very slick right now. So Nick Leo still with about a half-second lead over Jason McCoon right now. That's why we haven't cut back to the front. They're still pretty much where they were, status quo. However, a past 4 positioners, Dan Marrera has gone around Landon Durhold, as Durhold's going to go back to pit road here. This time he gets on the right way. And you see Alfin and all that battle we were just on right there behind him. Hey, how about this battle here? Brett Rolls, Matthew Telder. This is on for the 11th position here. Telder had 2, rolls into 17. Brett's the one that unfortunately made the contact with Colby Wells at the beginning of the race. You see the damage right there on the nose because of it. Telder with a pretty clean Tundra. Say that 3 times fast. As we are 3 laps from the halfway point already. No cautions tonight in this race. The only time you'll see a caution is a local one. If somebody spins out or wrecks in a corner, the iRacing officials normally will throw what they call a local yellow, just to warn other drivers, hey, something's going on up here, be careful. And that'll be it. Like somebody has spun up there in turn 1. I see the smoke from here. And it looks like it might have been Jeffrey Spells that went off over turn 1. He's still sitting over there. There he is. Telder takes turn 1 a little wide. Does okay getting back on the track, keeping himself from having an incident point from that. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is on. Lap traffic coming in the way now. Brendan Turner just went a lap down. There's Dalton Wilson. Will he give room to the leaders? Oh, Nick catches the curve. And here comes McCone to the outside. Jeff Langston said, "The heck with this." Lets them both by. Wilson trying to hold on as they go into turn 1. Leo's got the preferred groove. McCoon tried to cross him over. Nick Leo about spins. So does McCoon, but McCoon's going to take the lead off one. Jason McCoon felt pretty good at this track, and he goes through turn 1 and takes the lead with 17 to go. Oh, McCoon almost messed up. In the back here, Colby Wells and Tim Abrell for third. Now, of course, they haven't updated Watkins Glen all the way yet. As you know, the new Watkins Glen actually has all asphalt out here where this wall is. So you can actually take that corner very wide now in real life. $15 viewers so far this evening. I think I saw 16 a second ago. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please. I beg you. As we're, 12 away from 400. As Alphin and Whitaker come back to pit road with 16 to go. And if you're not new to the channel, please continue to join us and send friends and family over to watch some fantastic racing. Again, we got this tonight, iRacing Truck Series, and after this, Short Track Super League Big Block cars will be racing in Lanier, right down the road from where I stay now. I used to live an hour and a half north of this track, and now I live 15 minutes north of the next track, Lanier, where we're going to be tonight. So, never actually got to a race at Watkins Glen. Went past the track once. There goes Alphin and Whitaker, 12th and 13th right now. So everybody is taking tires. We haven't seen any strategy moves as they go about 7, 8, 9 laps or so on a tank of fuel. Nobody's really tried to hold, hey, let's see what fuel only does here and if we can pull away with it. I mean, obviously tires wouldn't be as good, but you never know. You might be able to stretch it out just as much or something just with the fuel and stuff. Here comes Colby Wells, Tim Abrell to pit road. Oh, Colby Wells overshot his pit stall a lot. This pit road is tricky. Look at the downhill slope on it. Obviously, it's a lot harder to stop downhill. Tires and fuel, and you see that's going to cost Colby the position. Tim's going to be about a second or two ahead now as they come off pit road. So McCoon leads by about 4/10 of a second. He has not been able to get away from Nick Leo. So, and here they come to pit road. And this is right at 15 to go, so they'll pit one more time at about 7 to go. And that'll get them to the finish of this race. So far, only one car off the track right now, and that is Aaron Beaver in the 97. Everybody else is still out there racing. Four tires and fuel, and everybody pulling away. McCoon and Leo. McCoon actually with a better stop there by about a half second. You see Gary Gotso pulling out in front of him. going to pull over and let the leader go, but Nick Leo's going to have a run on Brandon. Or Jason, I should say. Now I'm calling him Brandon. Sorry, Jason. Oh, and Jason wheel hops it into the corner. Has to go to the grass. What a save. He's going to get a little bit of a slowdown here. That's going to hurt him major. So now Nick is going to have about a 2-second advantage on Jason McCoon. This is going to be the biggest gap anyone's had up here in the front during this green flag run as Eric Tupper brings the 115 in. So everybody is pitted now for a second time except for Matthew Telder. Some reason it didn't count Durhold's second stop. And Colby Wells. They have all pitted twice. So yeah, so just Telder's the only one I believe that's going to come to pit road, and he's going to come right now. So here comes the 2 to pit road with 13 to go. I'm pretty sure Jason McCoon is running, driving with fire right now in that 21 truck. Now you will not see him shifting because iRacing hasn't gotten that in there yet, so. I'll have to figure out what the Vigneault is on the helmet. I know Alain Vigneault, who's a former NHL hockey coach for the New York Rangers and Vancouver Canucks, I believe. There you see Jason trying to catch the 69 after the misfortune there in the bus stop. Got to hold his composure and trying to keep going here. These top two got 19 seconds on Landon Durhold. And right there, that lap truck of Jeffrey Spells, I wanted to call him JW. Jeffrey kind of held up the leader there a little bit, and that's going to allow McCoon to get a run up this straightaway. And a battle for third now as Colby Wells to the inside of Landon Durhold. Not able to make the pass yet. Dalton Wilson right there with him. Durhold takes it really wide. And he's going to give the spot up. So Colby Wells to third. Oh, and now he catches the curb. That's not going to help him. And that's going to bring the 121 into the picture here, Brandon Alfin. I think we're starting to see some of the third rounds of pit stops here out of some of these trucks. Cole Morton is off the track right now, it looks like. He was just coming out of pit road, my apologies. And look at this, Durhold letting both Alfin and Whitaker go by. So I'm not sure if there's something on. The 5 of Dalton Wilson goes off the track. He playing in the kitty litter. Let's see if Durhold comes to pit road here. He does not, actually. 11 laps to go, and oh, by the way, look, Mr. McCoon has caught back up with Nick Leo. It's like these two can't get away from each other. To the short chute there, you see Leo pretty much using all the track he can right now. Jason just being patient, trying to work his way around. They realize they got 24 seconds to third, and Jason gets a good run off 7 here. See if Nick protects. He does go down a little bit. Back to the top goes Jason. Crossover coming. Oh, I thought he was going to cross him over, but he actually went shallow into the corner, slowed up a little more. and it kept Jason behind him. Not a bad move from Nick. Good defensive move. Up the hill they go. Nick's going to protect that inside line. Jason not able to make a move. Oh, Jason clips the wall at the bus stop. That might have destroyed his truck. I'm trying to see from here. What a save on his part. He's falling back. That might have hurt him. Nick locks him up a little bit there. Yeah, now Jason's starting to fall back a little bit there, so I think that damage has really hurt that 121. Let's watch. Let's go back to it real quickly here. Might have to rewind this thing manually, as we have 9 laps to go. All right, it's going to happen right here. Watch Jason. He's just going to enter too early. He's going to clip the curb, but the right side of his truck is going to hit the corner of this wall. Right here. Bam! And it doesn't look like much, but you look at that right rear, that thing is dented in. And now that lead is up to 1.7 seconds. Nick's starting to stretch it now. Teammates back here for the 4th position. Alfin and Whitaker. Now, if you're Jason, you might have to try something different here because of that incident happening. There's just not many options, unfortunately, as here comes Alfin and Whitaker to pit road right now. The final pit stops with 8 to go. Damarera doing a good job in that 4th position tonight, just keeping her on the pavement. That is the key here. Oh, and all of a sudden here, Jason's not letting Nick go yet. Not sure if Nick made a mistake or something, but Jason's there again. Yeah, so Jason Macuno, I thought all of a sudden might have been out with the damage. They are now a half-second separation here. These two are back on each other again with 7 to go. As more pit stops, Brett rolls to pit road, so final pit stops happening. Colby Wells coming to pit road here in 3rd. Got a teammate following him in there. I think that is Jeffrey Spells. Oh, we got a barbecue. Somebody's cooked it on the pit road. Oh, what do you know? It's the country crock truck. Somebody butter put that out. So off turn 7 here come the 2 leaders back to pit road. Now the question with this McCoon damage, is there any required fixing? If not, he's good to go with Nick back out of pit road. But if there's required damage on his truck, it might be lights out. Nick driving through about 75 pit stalls into his stall. Jason's pit stop going a little bit quicker. Can he get the launch out here? He does not. They're going to come out right next to Gary Godso. So now the race is on for the win. Dan Marrero to pit road now to 26. (15-3) for Marrero, so he pulls away. Colby Wells still fourth. Ryan Whitaker now fifth. Field mostly spread out now. And still to pit for the final time here. You got Telder, who's seventh right now. You got Chris Lewis in 12th. Patrick Thompson 14th. All yet to make that final pit stop here as they go around Brett Rolls into 17. The lead 1.1 seconds. .1 again through the carousel. Can McCoon do anything with Nick Leo here? As they come across the line, 4 laps to go. Chris Lewis making his final pit stop. The boss man. Haven't said his name all night. He's been just trying to keep it clean. Nick Leo just ran. Not sure how that works. So Nick Leo just ran his fastest lap of the race, a 1:16.34. On my telemetry here, Jason McCoon just ran a 1:16.27, which is faster. However, for some reason it's not saying it's his best lap, and it's not saying it's the fastest lap of the race. Things aren't perfect sometimes. Matthew Telder on pit road. I'll show you this real quickly on the telemetry. Look at this. A little air here, nothing bad. I mean, nothing's perfect. But, when your last lap is that, it's faster than your best lap, and it's faster than that lap. That means this is now purple, but it wasn't purple. Anyways, we digress. I really enjoy what SDK Gaming does, by the way, so they do a great job. Nothing's perfect. It's a computer. Lead down to 0.8 of a second as they cross the line here. 3 laps to go. Yeah, that might be it too, Jason. Good point. Oh, Nick gets a little loose there in 1 as they come up on the 34 truck of Anthony K. And believe it or not, 6 weeks later, I still don't know what the K stands for in Anthony. All other battles pretty much spread out for the most part. I should mention Landon Durhold is back up to the 6th position. He's only about 4/10 back here for Brandon Alfin. We'll keep an eye on this battle. That might be the case, actually, Jason. You might be onto something there. As you see, 1 second still, Leo to McCoon. I really think that little bit of damage on the right side is... Oh, and Jason locks up the brakes again, another wheel hop. But he's saving it, which is amazing, because usually when you wheel hop, that is too wide over there. I think that's the 5. When you wheel hop, it's very hard to get out of it and very easy to spin. The only way to get out of a wheel hop situation is Jason's doing everything he can, and unfortunately, he's making mistakes. The only way to get out of a wheel hop is get off the brakes, because a wheel hop is basically when you try to shift and the gearing doesn't match up with the rotation of the axle and the tires and stuff like that. So the tires are bouncing, literally. The rear tires are, and the only way to get out of it is to get off the gas, which then you normally, or off the brake, and normally overrun the corner at that point. Or you spin out. Or you could break a rear end housing. You got plenty of options to do something there. So through turn number 6. It's been a fantastic battle for all 30 laps. As Chris Lewis has gone off over in the carousel, I think. White flag, final lap at Watkins Glen. Hey, you're a smart fella, Jason. I give you credit. We all have our tendencies, right? Up the S's for the final time as they head down to the carousel. Lap car Matthew Telder right ahead, along with the 5 of Dalton Wilson. That must not have been him that went really, really wide in turn 1, because he's here in front of the leader now. But the problem is this is going to slow up Nick, and here comes McCoon. Oh, and McCoon gets hit by Wilson into the wall. His truck is destroyed. Nick can now kind of back it off as he comes off of turn 7, and it's going to be his 4th career win, his first win since the championship. Nick Leo scores the win at the Glen. As Jason McCoon with his destroyed truck, he's still got 30 seconds in front of Colby Wells. He will still get second. Wells going to get himself a good top 3 finish after missing last week in Martinsville, which might not have been the worst decision. Ryan Whitaker finally able to get past his teammate Brandon Alfin and hold him off for a 4th. Landon Durhold going to finish 6th. We'll let everybody come through the field here. Uh-oh. We know what's coming here. Ooh, he just got impaled. If you have not seen The Omen, that's part of the scene right there. Jacob Locklear, Tim Abreu, up Jimmy Johnson. McKinnon, Matthew Telder, going to be the last truck to finish on the lead lap, I believe, because, the leader did finish ahead of Eric Tupper. Let's check on Landon Durhold real quick. Except he's off track now. Yeah, he easily could have made that move. If he gets off that corner, I mean, I don't think Telder holds up Nick enough there, but, I mean, if so, Nick could have made the pass. But, yeah, that tough situation there. So the champ from last season, the Jewel number 69 truck, the New York driver, gets himself a win. You hate when that happens. Well, I've been waiting to say this. Leave it to the Jewel truck to throw some smoke. Take a look at the final results of tonight's race here at Watkins Glen. Nick Leo wins it by 10 seconds in the end over Jason McCoon. That 10 is not going to be anywhere near what this race looked like in the end. Kobe Wells finishes third. Ryan Whitaker fourth. Brandon Alphin fifth. Landon Durhold going to get sixth. Dan Marrera seventh. Jacob Locklear, Tim Abrell, and Jeremy McKinnon going to be your top 10. Telder, last truck on the lead lap in 11th. Eric Tupper, Patrick Thompson, Chris Lewis, Brett Rolls, Gary Godso finishing 16th. Dalton Wilson 17th. Anthony Kay finishing in the 18th position. Jeff Langston 19th, and Brendan Turner 20th. 21st, Bill Lawson. 22nd, Jeffrey Spells. 23rd, Kyle Dumig. 24th, Cole Morton. 25th, Aaron Beaver. 26th, Gavin Sanders, who did not actually start the race. So there we go. There's the Jewel truck celebrating a nice little burnout, and the champ back in victory lane as we will talk to him. Here momentarily. There's Nick still sitting there, and let's get Sir N. Leo up here into the booth when it's all over with here. Nick, Leo, congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
A dominant win for you. You had to hold off, though, Jason McCoon there for a very long time in that race, and it took a mistake in the end for McCoon to pretty much let you set sail and win that race. Nick, you there? All right, we'll come back and talk to Nick. We'll get done. Nick went back down to the regular booth for some reason. Let's get Jason with us here. Jason, you got a copy, bud?
I got a copy.
Oh, there you go. All right, Jason, let's talk for a second here. I'm sure there's a little bit of disappointment. You battled for the win. You end up finishing second when it's all over with. Is the mistake in the bus stop going to be the thing that haunts you tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. I also got held up a little bit through a couple corners, and then on my last ditch effort I got lap cars that want to battle the leaders, so it's whatever. Though it was fun racing Nick. He's a hard racer, and it was a very close battle. We were both fast in different parts of the track.
Well, talk about the racing out there. It seemed like the track was very slick. I know it was hot, 113 down on the track itself. Was it as slick as it looked?
Oh yeah, these trucks are set up to be very loose, and it was very loose and slick out there.
We did a great job tonight finishing in the second position. Definitely happy for you. Great run when it's all over with. If you want to, you can send shout-outs to whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, I got to thank Dale's Pools for sponsoring my truck. I got to thank Chris Lewis for the lead. And I think my family for being here. My dad was helping me with spotting and everything during this race, so I got to thank him too.
Well, great job tonight in finishing P2, Jason. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Jason McCoon finishing in the second position this evening. And let's see if Nick is ready to talk. Nick, you there, bud?
Yeah, I think so. You hear
There
me?
you go. Yes, sir. Home track, getting the victory here at the Glen. Congratulations. Your thoughts after that wild race?
Yeah, that was something. Wasn't expecting that. Really, just fighting the lap traffic there. I saw Jason. He got taken out hard on that last lap in my mirror.
Yeah, the battle you two had. It looked like he made a mistake and clipped that inside barrier there at the carousel or at the bus stop, and you were able to get away. And I actually was like, okay, man, he might be too much damage because he fell back about a second and a half, and all of a sudden you look up and he's 4/10 behind you again. It's like, man, he's not done.
Yeah, not too sure what happened at the bus stop there. I think we were 3 wide, but I don't think we made contact. That was pretty sweet, though. I'm sure the fans love it, and they must have loved that.
Yeah, there was a lot of great racing between the both of you. But how's it feel to get that first win? We hadn't talked since the beginning of the season. We were talking about your championship last season. Here you are. It took 6 races to get back.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Kyle Busch in a way.
Well, that's not a bad person to compare yourself to. Well, send shout-outs to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, just the usual, just Jewel and Chevrolet and my boy Chris Lewis for hosting us every Monday night. And yourself, you do a great job in the booth, and I hope you turned it up tonight.
Well, we unfortunately didn't have the cameras working for that, but I will tell you that your whole entire rear end is off the track right now at the angle I'm watching on my camera. I'm not sure if you're seeing that. But anyways, nice job on the win, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Nick Leo, the winner tonight here in Watkins Glen. Colby Wells, we'll bring him up here. Great run for him as he continues his pretty good season. Every time he gets into a race, he seems to either win or get himself a top 3 finish. Colby, congratulations on your third.
Thank you. It was a very long, tough race, but I'm glad we got a good finish out of it.
We'll talk about your race because you were kind of out there a little bit on your own for a little while and just kind of biding your time. And I know there was a little bit of racing with you, and I want to say Landon had a pretty good battle at one point there. Just talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, in the first corner, we kind of got shipped by a teammate.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we got a ton of damage from that. The back end was killed, door was killed. We finally put some good laps together. I believe I went from 9th to like 5th on the restart. It took us a little bit to get by my teammate Dan, but once we did that, it was kind of free sailing from there. We run by ourselves. Pit road was kind of tough for me. I would either slide through my box or go way too slow, but I feel like if I didn't do that, I would have gained a lot more time and maybe gotten close to the lead. I don't think I would have gotten there, but a little bit closer would have been nice. But not bad. I had a lot of lap cars who decided to put their paint on my door, but I guess that's how it is every week.
Well, they figured they would hip check you. You are wearing a Grublets on ice truck.
Yeah, that would work.
Well, great job. Shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Grublets on Ice, iRacing, Chris Lewis, Gary Godso, Black Hat Racing, LD Customs. Thank everybody that puts me on the track out here every week, and hopefully we'll get a good finish next week. Thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, Cole. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Or actually, we'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Or sometime. Yeah. Colby Wells there finishing in the 3rd position here this evening. What a great race it was, and fantastic out here on the road course here at the Glen. So we're going to end the broadcast and get ready for some dirt racing coming up with STSL coming up in a few minutes from Lanier. That should be a pretty fun dirt race here in just a few minutes. But a big shout out to Nick Leo on the win. Thanks to Chris Lewis for allowing us to put the broadcast on, and of course iRacing for allowing us the platform to have some fun out here on this 7-turn road course. And as always to Track Cams 4 Gourmets for allowing the onboard cameras tonight for the trucks in this race. So yeah, make sure you stick around. We'll come back here in just a few minutes, about 30 minutes or so. We should be live from Lanier with the dirt race here on Captain TV. So as we always like to say, and we'll put Chris Lewis's favorite song on right now, but this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over. strong.